Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Journey Tribe, the gateway to my unforgettable adventures.
This is part 2 of my Cairngorms National Park series. If you haven't watched the first part, so you can watch it by clicking on the link on the left.
On day 3 of my trip, I woke up early and boarded the bus from outside my hostel, embarking on a journey to climb the magnificent Cairngorm mountain. Nestled amidst the continuous range of mountains known as the Cairngorms, this peak lends its name to the entire park. The bus journey from the hostel to the Cairngorm mountain base station was conveniently scenic, going in circles up the mountain. I couldn't help but admire the beauty of Loch Morlich, near which my hostel was situated. The Cairngorm mountain, the highest peak in the Cairngorms range, stands tall at an impressive height of 1,245 meters above sea level. This breathtaking summit not only offers panoramic views of the surrounding Cairngorms National Park, but also holds the distinction of being the 6th highest peak in the United Kingdom. Upon reaching the base station, I discovered several routes to ascend the mountain. I chose the right side route, which was less steep, for my ascent and planned to take the steeper route on the left side for my descent. Interestingly, there is a train service called the Mountain Railway that also takes visitors up to the peak, affectionately known as the Funicular Railway. As I started my climb, the atmosphere and scenery changed dramatically. Vegetation and trees became scarce, giving way to barren lands. As I traversed the rugged trail, my path intersected with a gentle stream. The gurgling melody of that stream echoed the song of nature, inviting me to step upon the ancient stones that formed a rustic bridge. I carefully treaded over these stepping stones. Lost in my thoughts, I briefly followed the wrong path and had to retrace my steps. Eventually, I found the right path, but it added an extra 20 minutes to my journey. The clouds seemed determined to play hide and seek with the peak. But to my delight, I was granted a magnificent view of the mountain top. The path now led me through a relatively flat section, almost like walking in a valley. Reaching the mountain base filled me with gratitude. As I continued climbing, I encountered traces of snow and found myself walking among the clouds. I felt as though I was between the heavens above and worlds below. Suddenly, it started snowing, but just as quickly as it began, the wind swept the clouds away and the sun greeted me warmly. I experienced everything from rain to snow to sunshine and strong winds in a single hike. Finally, I reached the last leg of the hike, which turned out much steeper than I had expected, with an incline of about 75 degrees. The camera may not fully capture the intensity, but this challenging section took me close to 40 minutes to climb. After this treacherous path, I reached the summit. The mountains seemed to reward my effort as the sun broke through the clouds, offering a clear and breathtaking view of the entire snow-capped mountain range. Taking advantage of the vantage point, I noticed black clouds approaching the peak, so I decided to begin my descent. As I descended, it started to snow again, and I guess this shot would provide a visual testament to the steepness of the path I had conquered. Opting for the other route for my descent, I found it to be steep yet quicker. Along the way down, I noticed signboards providing valuable information about the flora and fauna found in this range. And just as I arrived back at the base station, I discovered a telephone booth, the highest in the entire UK. This concludes my hike and part 2 of this series. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel and Instagram account mentioned in the description. Do join me in next part, where I will have a thrilling encounter with reindeers. Until then, keep exploring.